Okay, I was on mute. Hi, everybody. Oh, it's so nice to see so many of you in the chat. I'm going to try and do my best to keep up, but there's so many of you here. Thank you so much for coming. Hi, Tara, Francine, Carmen. Oh, hi, Inda. It's so nice to see so many patrons as well. Annette. Oh, hello. Oh, you're from Cologne, Netherlands. Oh, this is so cool. USA. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to my little live stream celebration. Really, really lovely to see so many of you here. Vienna, Amsterdam. Tara, you got snow last night. Oh, wow. We're just cold and grey here, as usual in England. Hi, Alison. William, hello. Contra, wow. Hi, Caroline. Tina. Sorry, I'm missing loads of people, but hello, hello. It's so nice to see so many of you. Lots of you in the US. Oh, I'm from Colombia. Hi. Okay, brilliant. It's always it amazes me how widespread the audience is, but it's so cool that you're all here. And we're going to be painting together. So let me show you our reference so we can all get ready. Hi, Forzana. Okay, so this is our reference today. So we're going to be painting along together and celebrating my 100k on Instagram. Absolutely blows my mind. And 30k here on YouTube. So a huge thank you for supporting me. I feel like I'm very, very lucky to have such a lovely community. So I'm really grateful. So of course we celebrate with a live stream. It's been almost a year since I last did one for Sketchbook Joy. So luckily I'm not rusty because we do these monthly on Patreon, but there is a bit of a bigger audience here, so thank you so much for coming. As we go, I'll be reading the chat, so if you do have any questions for me, then I can paint and chat as we go. We'll see how that goes. I'm getting pretty good at it, I think. Good morning, Michelle. Thank you so much, Martine. I'm really glad that so many of you are excited. Tara from Scotland. Hi from Germany. Portugal. Oh, lovely. So we are actually travelling to France for this mountain pick, which is copyright free. If you want to see it bigger, I have linked it in the description. And we're going to be doing it for 45 minutes today, which is quite a long time for me, which is why I'm going kind of big. It's hard to get both the reference and the sketchbook on, but I'm going to do my best. I've got most of it on here, and I'm going to be using gouache. So you can use any mediums that you like. As I always say, we're not aiming for perfection here. We're just here to have fun. We're here to celebrate these amazing milestones, this lovely community, and just create together. So pick your favourites. You don't have to use gouache if you don't want to. I am. And whilst I'm chatting and reading all your lovely messages, I'm going to start putting out some of my gouache. So I tend to choose based on the image. I always need quite a lot of white, so we're going to start there. So feel free to grab your materials if you haven't yet. We'll just get going. I haven't started the timer either. It's a bit shaky. I'm always a bit lax with the timer. I just give us extra time at the end. But I also would like the gouache to dry, so fingers crossed. And then when you are ready, let me know what you're using as well in the chat. Whether you're using, that one's a bit dry, brush pens, or you're using gouache or acrylics or watercolour. If 45 minutes still feels like quite a short amount of time for you, then I would recommend going smaller, so you have less space to fill. I'm going to try and go nice and loose. We'll see. But that's why I've kind of gone bigger in this sketchbook. So this is the Strathmore Mixed Media 500 series sketchbook, one of my favourites. You're using Gansai Tambi. Oh, I love that, Annette. I really love the Gansai Tambi paints. And it works really nicely in this sketchbook as well. It's 8 AM for you, Tara, so you're watching whilst your household sleeps. Oh, lovely. I always think that's a nice way to sort of start the day, just watching someone paint. I'm really glad that you could make it. I know that for some of you, you'll be watching on the replay. So hello, I'm sorry. I know this time doesn't work for everybody. Really impossible. Honestly, I really wish there was one time zone that worked for everybody. But sadly, that's not the way the globe works. But hopefully there'll be lots of you enjoying the replay as well. Ooh, A Gallo watercolour, lovely. I haven't got any A Gallo, but obviously I am loving my watercolour at the minute. So I'm just getting a whole heap. You can see I'm not being I'm not being logical with this. I'm just putting it on, and probably this will get completely filled. I'm just going to try and clean off my sketchbook a little bit. So I think that's everything. Maybe a bit of Linden green. Hi Samantha, thank you so much. I've had a really busy day so far. Very productive, cleaning the house, going for a run, and then we've got to go out later. I'm going for dinner. So a busy day, but it's been one of those kind of weeks where I've been busy editing and doing so much work. I haven't really done any painting, so this feels like the perfect time to be able to set aside an hour to just paint with all of you. So I need this. If you need it too, then I'm glad that you're here. So I'm gonna pick quite a big brush because I want to fill quite a big amount with this page and I want to stay loose. So this is a size 14 round. 100k is wild, Katie. Thank you so much, Jodie. I know, it blows my mind, it really does. Like, I can't fathom that number, but I'm just so grateful that you're all so very lovely. Hi from Japan, it's 11 p.m. here. Oh, it's a late one. Oh, thank you for staying up for me. Okay, so I think we're going to be ready to go. So hopefully you're all set. If not, don't worry, you can catch up later or you can spend longer, whatever works. I'm very chill about it. So we're going to start now. So for me, it does feel like 45 minutes is a long time, but I'm going to just see how we go. I thought that I'll allow myself a bit of extra time because I will be reading the chat as well. So I always start with my sky, so I'm going to try and talk you through my process as well. And like I said, if you do have any questions that you want to ask me, then feel free. I'm happy to answer anything, art-wise or work-wise. This is a celebration for all of you as well, so do let me know if you have any other questions. But I always start with my sky. You can start with a sketch. As you know, I don't often do that if you see my YouTube videos. I tend to just kind of go with it. So you can't really see what I'm doing, just kind of marking out some of these clouds. So I will need to work out where my mountain comes. I had to crop it a little bit because otherwise it would take up the entire screen. Okay, so now I'm going to start mixing up some blue. Okay, so I'm using white mixed with Smalt blue by Holbein. So it doesn't quite match the blue in the sky, but as always, I'm not really trying to match what I'm seeing. I'm kind of just going with the vibes, and that's a nice way we can play with our style and just make it work for us as well. And I just want lots of lovely texture in this sky. Oh, thank you so much, Shoko. So I'm just going to try and fill this. You can use like ultramarine mixed with white. I just really love this colour by Holbein, and very excited to go to Japan soon, so I can, now that I know I love Holbein gouache, I'm going to stock up. And then, I mean, I don't know why I'm saying this on a live because you're going to all quote me on this, but the plan is, once I've been to Japan, that's it. I won't need to buy any more art supplies for the rest of the year. And I'm sure you're all like in disbelief that won't happen. I feel like I'm going to allow myself to buy books, but I really am running out of space in my studio. So I've said it now, you can all hold me accountable, but I'm pretty certain after Japan, I'll do my last hurrah, and that will be that for art supplies this year. I know quite a few of you are doing a no-buy art supply year, but I need to get Japan out of the way first, and then I might do a no-buy. How did I feel on my first video or Instagram post? I have the setup for it, just terrified to start one, let alone know what I'm doing. I totally understand that, Samantha. It can be nerve-wracking, but I promise you that once you've done your first one, it gets way easier. So I recommend just doing it and going for it, because the community you can get 100% outweighs that fear. You can, start commenting on other people's stuff and they'll comment on yours, and you really start to get that sense of community when you started posting because they will cheer you on as well. But I know that it is scary, but you don't have to know what you're doing. I would say just start and then you can work it out as you go, because that's what I did. My audience grew quite slowly, so I was at maybe 1,500 for quite a long time. And then when I did my daily art challenge, I was posting every day, and that really helped me to not overthink what I was posting, because I just had to post whatever I had done that day. So I couldn't overthink, and that was when my audience started to grow. So I know that's not very helpful when I say just do it, but it really does make a difference. Once you've done that first one, that's the hardest point, and then it does get easier from there. So I hope that helps. Okay, there's my sky. So let's move down. So I'm going to work, I might come back to this. I never sort of work in logical order. I can go back and forth if I need to. Let me just find my my wipe. Okay, so I'm going to work down. I'm going to do my mountains next. So it's kind of like I'm going to use some mixed media actually, because there's kind of I don't know what colour it is, but I'm going to use a 553 for this mountain back here, because I didn't put any red on my palette, so I'm just going to use this and actually use the mixed media that I love. So I just want to use this. Now with brush pens or whatever, as always, is trust the process. So if your sky hasn't turned out as you hoped, don't worry. We're very, very early on in the game, so don't panic. It is amazing just how much we can change things the more that we add to it. So that's why I love mixed media, because it is amazing how much things change as you go. You just have to sort of push through to get to that point. So let's mix up some browns. And I'm just going to work along. And the other thing with paint is, if something doesn't look quite right, we can just paint on top of it. Or you can, just, put down a layer of white gesso if you really dislike it that much. But most of the time, I would say we are very mean to ourselves. And then the next day we look at it and we're like, oh, that's not so bad. So I think we're just mean to ourselves because we often have expectations in our head. And I talk about that quite a lot. Of us thinking of how we're going to create, and then it doesn't turn out like that. So we're mean to ourselves because it doesn't match the thing in our head. But when you forget what was in your head and just look at it for what it is, it makes a big difference, and actually you can see how good it is. So I always recommend just pushing through. I'm not worried about matching this landscape perfectly. I just want to try and get the vibes that this, we're in this beautiful French mountain. And we're all painting together and having a good time. Yes, Japan, I'm very excited to go to the very big art stores there. Tara, you've already bought a brush and fountain pens and ink this year several times. That's how I used to be. I feel like I'm better than I used to be, but that's mostly because I'm limited by space. But, I mean, it's just fun getting new art supplies, isn't it? We'll see. I mean, usually when I commit to things, I'm very stubborn and I'll stick to it. But we'll see how we go. There might be something new that comes out that I'll have to break my no-buy for. I don't know how strict I'm going to be for it. Okay, I'm getting a bit tight here, so I'm going to start using bigger strokes to try and loosen up a little bit. Okay, I'm really glad it helped. Thank you, Samantha. If I come to Japan, you can buy single items open stock in Sakaido, and they're actually 20% off the retail price. Sakaido is where I went 2 years ago. Oh my goodness, absolute heaven. I love that art store. So I'm definitely going to go back. And we're going to Osaka this time as well. And I know I got some recommendations when I shared that video for another art store in Osaka. So I'm also going to go there and fill my boots or fill my basket with plenty of art supplies to make up for the fact I know I'm going to go on a no-buy. Does that defeat the point if you're going to try and make up for it? I don't know, maybe. Of I'm just going to buy all of this because I know I can't buy. But I'll promise I'll be logical about it. I'm not going to go wild just for the sake of it. That's not how I work anyway, so I'll be good. Oh, hi Laura, thank you so much. Michelle, Cult pens have 20% off Luminance, in case you need to restock before my no-buy comes into effect. Dangerous information. I feel like pencils are the one thing I definitely don't need more of. But thank you for sharing that PSA, Michelle. You bought some gelatos. Oh, that's so exciting. I need to get my gelatos back out. It's one of those supplies where I use them for ages and then I kind of forget that they're there. And then I get it out and I remember just how fun they are. Right, we're 10 minutes through already, so I definitely want to loosen up a little bit. Because I did go quite big, so I've got quite a lot of space to fill. And maybe you went big too. Japan means treat yourself 2026. I love that. Yes, that's a good mantra for sure. Did you try dough and Inktense pencils? I'm considering buying. Yes, I love Inktense pencils. I've got a video on my channel you might find helpful to either convince you to buy it or not, because I absolutely love Inktense pencils. It's called How to Use Dough and Inktense. And I use the blocks and the pencils in that video. And I love them. I really, really love them. They're not like any other watercolour pencil that I've used. They are really, really pigmented and very, very fun to kind of get messy. And I've got some blocks here which I might use later as well. Jodie, your no-buy has been shaky, especially today, as a 10-metre roll of Bao paper just arrived. Oh, I remember you saying you'd ordered that. That's fine. That doesn't count. You bought that way before. I feel like that's what I'll be like on my no-buy of like, it's fine, this doesn't count. And then you'll all like tell me, yeah, you totally cheated when I admit to it in a YouTube video. Okay, right, we've almost done with our background mountains. Hopefully this is in focus. So let's move forward and do some of these lovely greens. So I'm going to rinse my brush. Let me just catch up. Oh, you're welcome, Louisa. Thank you so much. If you're going to Osaka, you should check out Sasabe Art. I think that's the one. I think that's the one that I am going to visit. I've pinned it on the maps. I recognise that name, so I think that is the one that I've got pinned, ready to visit. So I'm very excited about that. I did hear it was cheaper than Hokkaido. I'm obviously going to go to that one too. But yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you so much. 30% off. And because the yen is not very strong at the minute, I can use my budget wisely and yeah, just get a lot of very good stuff. Definitely going to get some Holbein watercolour and probably Holbein gouache and probably watercolour. And then the other thing that I want to get apart from gouache is maybe some acrylic gouache. I really enjoyed that this year, so I think I'll get some more of that. But I don't need any Kuretake Gansai Tambi paints because Tara from Patreon kindly sent me some. I feel like I'm set for Gansai Tambi, but they're also really reasonable out there. Okay, so I'm just trying to get some of this movement. So I talked a lot about this on Patreon because I did a mountain tutorial. But we're going to try and capture this movement, and the mountain is coming downwards. So although there is lots of like rocks and crags up here, we're trying to get this movement coming down. And I'm going light, and then I'll work darker with some of this, the darker the green that we can see. But this is just like our base. So there's like a river down here. It's amazing how much you see when you start looking, because I completely missed that before. We've got 32 minutes left. Okay, if I want to put some stuff on top of this, I'm going to need to speed up a little bit. But that's why I like timers, because it does loosen you up, and I'm always trying to get nice and loose and be quite expressive and free in my work. So, as you know, I do love a timer. Okay, sorry, we're going a bit off screen. Let me move this across so we can actually see what I'm doing. The green is so pretty. Is this a mix or convenience green colour? So I do love a convenience green, so I use olive green, but then I mix it. So I kind of use it as my base green. It's this one here, 363. This is a Dale Rowney. And then I mix it with cadmium yellow hue. So it's like a base green that I then add to with brown or with yellow, but I find it just speeds things up when I know I love that green. There's no point mixing it myself with blues and yellows. So I really recommend that one. I get a lot of use out of that. No worries, Louisa. Am I painting in gouache? Will you please post your palette save live? Such a shame I missed the beginning. No worries at all. It will be saved. There will be a replay. I didn't talk through all my colours, so I will write it in the description afterwards, because I kind of just went for it and put it on my page. But I will. There's definitely going to be a replay, and I'll add it to the description box, because I didn't talk you through it, which would have been helpful. But I was trying to keep up with the chat. Yes, it's just a standard gouache. It's traditional gouache, not acrylic gouache. Although I do like using that. This one I'm just going traditional, which is, you know, my OG. I love traditional gouache. I tend to use acrylic gouache just for base layers at the minute, but I do really like how matte you can get it. Okay, so there's like some rocky mountains, or yeah, rocks here at the front. So I'm just gonna really simplify that. Okay, why does it look like daytime? It's night now. Yes, I am in the UK, so that's why it's only 20 past 2 in the afternoon, like Michelle said. Time zone. No worries at all. It's all good. I wish I had like natural daylight all the time, because it would mean I wouldn't have to get my studio lights out all the time. But I am lucky that it's quite light here, because it's been very, very dark this week. Very hard to film videos and stuff because it's been so dark and grey in my studio, which is not very great. Like, it does affect my mood when it's really, really grey outside. So I'm very much looking forward to spring. I don't like wishing away time, but spring and summer is my kind of season for sure. And then I want to do more plein air and stuff, and I'm a wimp when it comes to the cold, so I don't go out if it's cold. Or I try not to. I'm a little hermit, really. Oh, it's 9 p.m. in Southeast Asia. Honestly, it's wild how different all our time zones are. I know it's dead of night for the people in Australia, too, because I felt bad because I had lots of messages because they couldn't make it because of the time. But hopefully they're enjoying the replay. Okay, so I've just used my brush there for lots of texture. I'm going to come over to this side. Really sunny here and super cold. Oh, it's not sunny here. Send the sunshine down, I'd say, Michelle. It was really cold. When we went for our run this morning, it felt like -1. That's what the feels like temperature was. Yeah, it was really cold. But it wasn't icy, which is good, because that's a bit dangerous when you're running, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to try and sweep this down. We've got 28 minutes left. Hopefully you're all going okay. The painting. Oh, thank you, Samantha. Congrats on your success. Will there be a Japan-themed month on Patreon once you return? Maybe. I haven't planned it in yet, because we did do a Japan month 2 years ago when I was in Japan, and I didn't know if it would be too repetitive. So maybe I'll do like a straw poll and see what my patrons think, whether we should do a Japan month, because I'm definitely open to it. Because I take so many photos when I'm in Japan, obviously. So I know I'll have plenty to share. Okay, so I'm going to try and... I keep saying I'm going to speed up and then I'm not really. So I'm going to try speed up on this side. So this green is not really matching the green on the picture, but that's fine. I really love my olive green, so I tend to just make it work for me. And... you know, kind of ignore what it's supposed to look like, because I prefer this kind of green. So change it to however you suit. I tend to still stick to green. I know some people can change the colours really, really well, but I still go with the green. I just make it a much more olive tone just to suit my palette. So I do have a sort of set palette that I use in my work, which does help people know that it's mine as well. It's part of my style with this set palette. So I never really stray from it because I know I love this green. And I've worked that out just over time of, you know, creating a lot of work and creating a lot of art and practice and working out what I like and which colours I like, because I know I do get asked a lot about colours. And yeah, it's just over time of just what I always gravitate towards and what feels right. That's how I've sort of built up my colours. What lights do you use? Your videos always look so nice and bright. So I always film in natural daylight, but the intro shots, and when I'm doing live streams on Patreon in the evening, I do use Elgato key, I think they're the Keylight Minis, but they are from Elgato and they're brilliant. But generally my YouTube videos are always filmed in natural light. Oh, you're having crazy winter storm in Texas. Oh, I hope you stay safe. The painting, okay, let me just catch up. 9 a.m. in Canada when this started and very cold. Oh, thank you so much, Amber. Oh, Sam, 9 months pregnant. Oh, amazing. Not long then. Similar colour taste. Yes, we do, don't we, Tara? We love our olive greens. You absolutely love it already. It always looks to me as if you never have an ugly phase when you... Oh, thank you, Louisa. I definitely, I have days where I feel like everything I paint is not great, but I do think that, you know, practice helps, and I have picked a subject that I feel quite confident in. So landscapes, if I was doing something different, I think it would maybe have more of an uglier stage, but because I'm quite confident in doing my landscapes, I think that helps. And we all have different preferences and stuff, so I do think, you know, that does make quite a difference. And you're all always very, very kind about my work, where I'm like, oh, I don't like this at all, and then it does help to share because you guys help me see like the good parts. So that's the other thing, Samantha, if you are going to post on Instagram, it really, really helps, because even if you post something you don't like, other people will help you see the good parts of it. And I think that's one of the best things about Instagram is the community. So really lean into that, because people are really, really kind. And yeah, it just helps you sort of see your art in a nice way, because we are our own worst critics for sure. Am I going to use these crayons today or just watercolours? So I'm using gouache at the moment, but I am going to go on with my Neocolors afterwards, because I can't not. I feel like that always finishes the painting for me. So I'm just going to, I want to mix up a bit more Naples yellow, maybe with some Linden green, so another pre-mixed green, because, I mean, I've always said I'm kind of an impatient artist, so it's the same with mixing greens. I just like the ease of it. Oh, thank you so much, Rome. You're in Rome. Oh, cool. I love visiting Rome. You love watching my YouTube. Thank you so much. And thank you, CC Sullivan. Congrats on your viewership on Instagram and YouTube. Thank you. Okay. I think I've caught up. Ugly face. No worries. I know what you meant. Okay, so let's go and just fill this front part. So again, this isn't matching the colour, but I just need to lay down a base basically, and then we'll come on top of it. So I really need to finish this layer really so that I can work on top, and so I want this to dry. I'm not worried if there's a bit of white off the page, because that just adds energy, so that's alright. And then maybe with some of the grass over here, I'm just going to suggest some of that movement. So I'm still using my really big brush, which I don't know if I should have swapped, but I'm okay with that. I think that's alright. Okay. Alright, let's start adding in some dark tones, shall we? So over here I can see it's really, really dark over here. This is like it's kind of brown, but I've just gone in with a really dark green. So the image, if you are working quite small, from the small image like I am, it actually kind of helps to not be able to tell what some things are sometimes, because again, you have to stylize and simplify yourself, which you wouldn't necessarily think to do if you could see every little detail. So sometimes it's actually helpful to have a smaller image. And I talk a lot about that on Patreon as well. So patrons here, you might feel like I'm repeating myself, but yeah, it definitely does help because, you know, you're not trying to match it perfectly. So it just kind of gives you permission to just do your own thing sometimes, which I think is good. I think we all need permission to just go for it. Okay, so we've got this sort of valley. Okay, sorry, I'm just going to catch up. Am I using my Holbein Elm Green Gouache much? Oh, no, it's not in my pot. Where is it? Here it is. So I haven't, but I did use it a lot in Norway month, but I just automatically go to my olive green. But you're right, I should. I do love it, Jodie. I just, sadly, I forget that it's there. How bad is that? Maybe I don't need any more supplies. But I do really like it. I just, sadly, I haven't used it much because I always go for my olive. Oh, hi Sylvie, thank you so much. And no worries, I hope you enjoy the replay. Okay, Super Lulu Cake. How do you get over the fear of sharing your work on social media with the rise of AI? Ooh, interesting. So for me, everything that I create is obviously by my hand, and I know that there is a lot of art out there that is now AI, but I tend not to worry or think about it because I create just for my joy, not necessarily, you know, to sell my work. And so for me, I get a lot of enjoyment from it. And I also feel like if an AI is trained on my work, it will never be my work because I didn't create it. So it will always sort of lack that life and that meaning behind it. So for me, I try not to worry too much. I think it's easy to do that because it is scary with AI, but I try not to think too much about it because I do just create for me and they won't know what I'm going to create next. Sure, they can train from it, but I'll always be creating and making more work based on whatever has happened because, you know, we're constantly learning and growing. So for me, that's how I kind of see it. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I definitely try not to worry so much because I do think that art is for us, so we can create what we can, and AI will try and replicate it, and yeah, it's getting pretty good, but I just don't think it ever has the life or, you know, why we create behind it. So I think that's always obvious and it's always missing. So I would say I just try and lean into that part. But that's a really good question. Is that a Royal Challenge book? No, this is my Strathmore Mixed Media sketchbook. So it's much bigger than my Royal Challenge, or my small one anyway. And yes, 500 series Strathmore. So I really enjoy it for mixed media. Hi Viola. 100% agree with the magic of sharing your work. Even if you don't like what you've made, others will see the beauty in it. Yes, exactly that. That's 100% what it is. And it really helps you just to be kinder to yourself as well. And I often say, like, speak to yourself like you would a friend. So if you had a friend, come to you and share the art that you have just made as if it was their own, you would be so nice about it and you'd find the good parts and you tell them. So that's always my recommendation, is do that for your work. Pretend like it's a friend and see what good parts you really like about it that you would say to them, to yourself. Because it's amazing how mean we are to ourselves that we wouldn't be to anybody else. So why do we think it's okay to do it for us? So I really recommend that. It just kind of helps with that sort of mindset shift. Okay, so I've done my base layer of green. You can see I'm starting to get really messy. I'm not a neat artist, but I'm going to start coming in. So I'm just going to use a near color down here for that lovely lake. Instead of mixing up that color in gouache, I'm cheating a little bit and just using already the color I want, near color. So a near color 2. Just going to wet that and soften that out a little bit. Oh, that really pops there, doesn't it? I like that. Hi, Lulabelle. Jodie, we have similar greens. Yes. Authentic intelligence better than artificial intelligence when it comes to anything creative. Oh, what a nice way to say that. Yeah, Lise, that's very, very true. It's going to be authentic because we've created it. What a nice way to reframe it. Hello, enjoying the live stream while you get your treadmill running. Oh, well done. I have a rule that when I'm on my treadmill, I can scroll TikTok. If I'm not on my treadmill, so I don't run. That's why I can scroll. I do incline walks. And that's my rule. If I'm not on the treadmill, I can't go on TikTok because I have to limit myself because it's dangerous, isn't it? But I love that I'm keeping you company whilst you're on your treadmill. Samantha, you have Himi and Mead and Gouache. Oh, I started with Himi. So if you scroll back on my YouTube, I did start with it. That was my my gouache I used for a long, long time. And I started with that for my year-long daily art challenge. So I'm not talking through what I'm doing. I've got some Inktense blocks here. So I know someone asked about Inktense pencils, but these are the blocks. And I'm just dipping them in my water pot, which is off screen. And I'm just sort of adding it in, so it just creates this extra bright sort of movement as well across these valleys. So it does feel a little bit unfinished, so I need a bit more contrast. So back here I want these to be pushed into the distance, so I don't want to go too heavy there. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to start grabbing some near colours. And again, I'm just scribbling this on. If I create something I don't like, so maybe this mark here isn't quite right, I can just smudge it out. It's no worries. We've got 44 seconds left, so 14 minutes, 44 seconds. Mead and Gouache is nice. Oh, I've never tried that one. Your first set of Neocolor tubes is on its way. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, you'll love them. I absolutely love Neocolor tubes. So that's very exciting. Hopefully they arrive soon so you can give them a try. Just started your first ever sketchbook and your boyfriend who cannot draw at all is your cheerleader to him. Everything is already beautiful. Exactly. That's so nice. It's always nice. And sometimes we need to be our own cheerleaders, and it's just a nice way to, continue and cheer ourselves on. But that's so lovely. Mitch is the same, my husband. He's not very creative, he'll tell you himself. But he's always so kind about my work, so that's always nice, and very, very grateful for that. Thank you for saying about feedback. Should be giving it a go soon. Your feedback would mean the world. Oh, send it to me, Samantha, when you've posted your first one. Send it to me on Instagram DMs so I can see, and I'll comment, and yeah, I'll cheer you on. I'll be your cheerleader. I'll be everyone's cheerleader. I'm always encouraging creativity, so if you need a push or if you just need some nice words on your post, just send it to me, and I'll be happy to. I'm happy to do that to anybody. I'm on there enough, so I can definitely. I'll be there to cheer you on for sure. Okay, so I'm just going. I've got some pencils. So my Luminance pencils. I love these, and I've also got some Derwent drawing. Over here I think needs a bit more work, but this is coming together. I feel like I've worked quite quickly for when I look at how full this page is. We've got 30 minutes left. Do I ever use the dried gouache palette? Not often. I have recently got the Caran d'Ache dried cake palette where they've come in little tubes, and I have made my own before. But I didn't use it much. It's okay, like, it's going to be great for when I go plein air with it, but when I'm in the studio I just prefer to use tubes. I do reuse what's on my palette though, so like all of this will never go to waste. I'll re-wet that. So yeah, sometimes, but most of the times I do prefer the opacity when it's fresh from the tube. I did try and make my own palette one time, but it all cracked and fell apart, so that was a bit of a fail. So I bought the Caran d'Ache one instead so they could do it for me. And so far they haven't cracked, so that's good. So I'm just going to start adding in some dark tones. Looking a little bit messy over here, but maybe we'll embrace that. So I'm just trying to add in suggestion of these little trees. So adding in more and more dark tone. I'm not looking really at the reference now because I've kind of got all the information I need to just go on top with my own sort of, my own thing now. So I'm just looking at the reference and it's not, it doesn't match it perfectly, but it doesn't need to. I feel like I've captured the essence of this mountain, which is what I wanted to do. And yeah, it's coming together. Hi Jessica from the Netherlands. Is this a, Lee says, is this a toothy paper for crayons, pencils, or is it smooth? So it's not rough press. It's not completely smooth, but it's pretty smooth. Yeah, I'd say it's hot press. It's not slippery though, so it does still have that bite, but I wouldn't say it's toothy. Tara, your husband isn't into art, so when I show him my work, he usually says, "Nice, I wish I could draw." Oh, that's always nice though. Like, he obviously thinks that you're doing really well. You have to you use too much water. Oh, you have to wait for it to dry. Sometimes I cheat because I'm not very patient and I use a hairdryer. So I have a hairdryer in my studio just for drying my watercolors, really. Hi Robert, we'll send you my work and maybe you can let me know what you think. Absolutely, yeah, please do. I'm active on Instagram, so yeah, send it to me there and I'd love to see. You made it to Live from Australia. Oh, hello, Olivia Joy. I know it's super late for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I guess it depends where you are in Australia because it's so big, I always forget. But thank you for coming. Okay. Nice. Okay, I think this looks nice and magical so far, so that's good. Just gonna make this a bit brown. We've got 9 minutes 50. So, luckily, Mitch boosted the heating, so it's drying really fast, which is good. So this is all dry, so I can work on top of it. I was freezing cold before coming on here, so he boosted the heating for me, which was very nice because I'm usually the one that's saying, no, don't boost it. But now I'm nice and toasty and it's making my gouache dry nice and quickly. Okay, so I'm just outlining. I don't often outline, but I think that works quite nicely to just distinguish this a little bit. I don't love this, so let's see what we can do about that. So I'm just sort of stepping back and seeing what else I want to add. So we've got, oh, I've covered up the timer, sorry everyone. We've got just under 9 minutes, so it's kind of a good chance to sort of step back and see how it's looking. If there's something that you really wanted to add on and haven't, it's a good chance to do that now. So just sort of stepping back and being like, have I missed anything that I was really excited to add on and can do in this last 8.5 minutes? Does hairdryer affect any paints or other media in any way? I'm afraid to use it for some reason. For me, no. I know it can, when you're using watercolour, it can change the sort of blooms and like the drying. But the way I use watercolour, I just embrace that texture. So I don't really mind that, but it can. But I don't really worry. So I would say give it a go and see. But for gouache, I definitely don't notice a difference. It's just watercolour where it might do. Am I going to Japan for work or just a holiday? Holiday, just for holiday. So I'm going with my husband, my sister, so my twin sister and her husband. So really, really looking forward to it. But I've got a lot of work to do next month to schedule everything to allow me to switch off and be on holiday. And I'll still be active on Patreon, so I'll still be working-ish. With comments and things over there. But yeah, really looking forward to that. More to see. Now you've added Inktense blocks to your wish list. Favourite colours? Oh, good question. I actually have a video about this. So on my 2025 favourites video, which was in December, I shared that. I share some of my favourite Inktense blocks. So I feel like that will be a good video for you because I do share my favourite Inktense block colours over there. In that one. You're in chilly Yorkshire, Caroline, and had to turn the heating up as your hands were too cold to paint. Yes, I feel like that's, as artists, we're like, we need the heating on, we just need it on because otherwise we can't paint. It's an artist thing, isn't it? Okay, so I'm just going to add on a few more textures at the front here for this grass. Okay, nice. So I think I'm also going to add in my pops. I don't mind this that we did with the tombow. I'm just going to soften it a little bit with a pencil, just to make the texture a little bit more sort of the same all over. Okay, you didn't know you had a twin sister. How lovely is that? Oh, we're best friends. Yeah, I love her. She's amazing. She's not creative. We're very, very different people. She's an accountant. She got all the math stuff, and I got all of the art stuff. But yeah, we're best friends. We see each other all the time. It's really, really nice. But no, Amber, we are not identical. We are like chalk and cheese. You wouldn't know that we were sisters, I think. But yeah, we're twins, so nobody ever believes us. Okay, yeah, no worries. I hope it helps. I do share quite a lot, so prepare to be enabled though in that video, because I do talk through all of my supplies. I always feel like I definitely need to put an enabling warning on my videos. I know a lot of you have told me that before. I can only apologise. Hi Fab! Just popped in to say a quick hello from Adelaide. Oh, amazing, thank you so much. Looking forward to watching from the beginning. Do you know if we will be able to read everyone's live chat in the replay? It's a good question. I have got that setting turned on, but I don't know if YouTube works like that, because when I've checked before it didn't. So unfortunately I'm not sure. I do try and read it out just in case that doesn't show. But I do have the setting on, but sometimes YouTube does it its own thing. So I'm not sure, Fab, sorry. Amber, your brother and sister are twins and they have a special bond. So, fun fact, my brother and sister are also twins. So there are two sets of twins in my family. So my older brother and sister who are twins, and me and my sister who are twins. So really, really fun to have that, and quite rare as well. But yeah, we definitely all have like a really nice bond. And my brother and sister have that lovely bond as well. They're very close as well. Okay. Oh, hello. Made it to live and enjoyed the paint along. You're fairly pleased with your work. I hope you can do this again soon. Oh, I'm really glad to hear that. I love that you're enjoying it and created work that you really like. That's brilliant. We've got 4 minutes left, everybody, just so you know. I'm just going on with my like trademark sort of pops of colour. So here I'm using a salmon. I also really like the sky blue near colour and the Chinese green. This is an expensive place to hang out. Yeah, it is. It really is. But if I'm on my no-buy year from sort of April time, you should be safe. But it depends if you've got a lot of the stuff I already have. If not, then I'll still be here to encourage you to spend money, no doubt. I seem to not be very good at not doing that. Kathy, you've definitely bought gouache, acrylic gouache, and near colour too since starting to watch you, lol. Please, plus buying 2 Fudo pens and inks. Yeah. I apologise, Kathy, but I hope you're enjoying them. I do only share art stuff that I love. I do get asked quite a lot to be sponsored with other art supplies, but I'm very careful with what I accept and what I share, because I do know I have that sort of influence. So I do only share stuff I really, really like. Yeah, the Fudo pens I really love those. I'm using the brown one, so the pink one with brown ink, I'm using that a lot. And I want to use that more plein air as well. Kudos to your mum for what must have been overwhelming sometimes. I know. You wouldn't know it. She just handles everything. Anything that you throw at her, she handles it. So I say that to her. It's like, how did you cope? She's like, I just got on with it. So she's just very matter of fact and just, yeah, she's a superhero. But she just takes it on the chin, and But I would agree. Martina, this has been so fun. You painted in your journal to keep a wonderful memory. Oh, that's so lovely. Emma, you thought your painting was rubbish until you brought in your Inktense blocks. They've improved it massively. Yes, exactly. So that's like what I was saying at the beginning. Keep going. Oh, I'm really glad to hear that. I'm so glad you pushed through and continued. it is amazing how things can change if you just add on a bit more. Olivia, you inspired me to clean up your creative space today. You took all your pencils out of the tins and put them in glass jars. Yay! First off, it looks really nice, and second off, it makes you use them more because they're like there. I kind of forget about things if I put them in my drawers, so it's really helpful for me to have them like that. Hopefully you'll find the same. Kathy, you're totally obsessed. Thought neocolours might be a mistake, but you adore them and have started to really loosen up. It's been amazing. Oh, good. Oh, brilliant. That's even better then. I feel like when I first started with neocolours, I wasn't sure. And now, like, sometimes you just have to catch it at the right time. Because now I obviously love them, and I can't really finish a piece without them. So we are into our last minute, everybody. We've got 50 seconds left. Like I said at the beginning though, if you do need more time, I'm not a stickler for the rules, so feel free to continue if you're not finished yet. These are getting a little bit lost, these flowers at the front, so I'm just going to circle them a little bit. You have 4 Fude de Manin pens, Tara, after seeing them here, different colours. Oh, fun! With different inks in. Larissa, no problem, happy to help. Sorry, you bought a lot since started watching me too. Gouache, Neocolours, Inktense blocks, Tombos, and so on. Oh, well, I hope you're enjoying them. I know that I do have a tendency to encourage a lot of people. I encourage you to use them though. So if you do have them and you haven't touched them, anybody, I do encourage you to use them. So if they're just sitting there and you're scared to use them, oh, there goes our timer. I just hope that my videos also encourage you to, give them a go. I know that it can be a little bit scary, but hopefully, like my videos just encourage you to just play, just experiment, do some swatches, and just have a good time. So I think that's it. The time has gone off. I'm just taking a bit of a look at what I've done. I think I'm going to stop there because I could definitely overwork this. I'm going to leave this on screen just for a little bit whilst I catch up with the chat, so you can finish it off. But if you need to see it after this, then it is in the description box. Samantha, this has been a fantastic hangout session. I look forward to doing the painting. Oh, good. Yes, please do. If you have just been watching and haven't been painting along, I hope that you can watch the replay and also paint there too. Just going to take this off screen, and then you can see how messy I get because I just throw things down. Let's move this over so we can see it. I think I overworked this little section a bit, but it's very, very bright. I love the colours. That was really, really fun. It's not too messy. I've got my palette here, which doesn't look too bad. I will write that down in the description box. Hopefully you've all had a good time. Now has to add Fudo pens and don't even know what they are. There's a video on my channel about that too. Travel and Techo, Mum, your watercolour instructor always encouraged you to take the painting too far and see what happens instead of treating it with so much caution. That's great. Yeah, I always feel like you learn more when you do it that way. That's such a good lesson to do. Because you'll learn more than being tentative for sure. Right, so far I haven't got any paint on me, on my hands or on my wrists, which is rare, so that's good. I'm impressed with myself. This was wonderful, looking forward to more. Thank you, Amber. Sylvie, love your painting, wish you could do landscapes better. It's just practice, Sylvia, promise. This is just lots of practice. Karen, it was your first time using gouache for a whole painting. You loved using the neocolours. Unfortunately, I see a buying spree in my future. Apologies, but I hope you get some good stuff. Hi Cassandra, we've just finished, but the replay will be available after this. Oh, thank you so much, Evelyn. Glad you enjoyed it. Larissa, Annette, I'm a beautiful artist and human. Oh, thank you so much, Annette. Lise, thank you so much, turned out pretty. Are there in the new sets new Neocolor 2s out? So there are anniversary sets. I've got a video about that, Sylvie, if you want to see those. A lot of them have got just the standard colours, and then there are three new ones per set. So I recommend looking beforehand at the swatches if they're worth it, because you can't buy them individually, sadly. Haven't bought them out open stock. What was the Peachy Neo 2? Let me just grab it. So this one is salmon. This is the pink that I use the most. There is an apricot which is a little bit more orange toned. I don't know how well that's showing, but I prefer salmon. Oh, thank you so much, Martine. Hi, Chris. That's my brother. He's in the chat. He's being kind. That's nice. Caroline, thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Francine, yeah, 45 minutes flew by, didn't it? It went so fast. Thank you, Fab. Yes, so many greens. I do love my greens. Thank you so much. This was so fun, a great Saturday activity. I'm glad. Hi, Lane. Thank you. 100k and 30. Thank you so much. Thank you, Michelle and Tara. Garfield, I believe she said it was salmon. Yes, it was the salmon pink. Shot me a follow. Love your work. Thank you so much. Oh, it's lovely to have more over here. Amanda, thank you. It was really fun. I'm really glad. Hi, Kim. Just missed it. Don't worry. There is a replay, so you can access that either on the same link that's on my Instagram stories, or if you go on the live tab. So it's not going to be under my videos, it will be on the live tab on my channel, and you'll find it there. Oh, there's my brother. See, Chris Moody looks all right. That's the highest form of compliment you can get from my brother. So thank you, Chris. Oh, thank you so much, CC Sullivan. Always a joy watching me create. Janet, thank you. Yours is a mess, but we'll probably have another go. Exactly. And like, maybe you'll like it more tomorrow, and you can always just try again. That's definitely the right attitude. Just have a good time, just experiment and see what happens. You came in a few minutes later, but managed to catch up. Oh, well done. That's brilliant. I'm really glad you could make it and work fast. Lana, you just popped in to see what you were painting, as we're having a winter storm here, keeping you busy, but this is beautiful. Oh, thank you, Lana. I hope you enjoy watching the replay and have a go. Inda, thank you so much. I can't wait to see. Yeah, please do share your work if you've created alongside me. So you can tag me on Instagram. If you tag me in the post rather than just in the text, I'm more likely to see it, so it goes into my tagged photos, because I hate to miss anyone. But that's more likely for me to see it. So you can share it over on Instagram and tag me. I'd love to see. Thank you, Super Lulu Cake. William, is there a hashtag for us to upload our versions for you to see? Sadly, I don't find hashtags very helpful on Instagram, but if you tag me, I will definitely see it. So tag me in the image of the post and it will go into my tagged photos. So that's probably the best way, rather than hashtag, because it doesn't do it in order anymore. Cassandra, you got some Neocolour too. Gonna use your videos to draw along the method. Oh, brilliant! The Neocolour video on my channel about Neocolours is one of my most popular videos, so I really recommend that. Hi, Teresa, just popping in to say a huge congrats. Thank you, Shoko. Oh, Lagatita PH, no, you just joined. We'll look for the recording. Oh, thank you. No worries. Yeah, there will be a replay because we are just about to wind off, but I hope you enjoy that. Thank you, Samantha. Oh, Leaseland and a pencil. This is for an extra paint tube, a fun colour you might find on holiday. Thank you so much. Thank you for the donation. Oh, you're so kind. I love that you're enabling me to buy more stuff, and then we can go on my no-buy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so thank you, everyone. I feel like I'm going to rest my voice. I feel like I've been chatting away, but I just want to say a huge thank you for your support, for helping me reach 100k on Instagram, which just blows my mind, and here on YouTube to hit 30k. You really are an amazing community, so thank you so much for always encouraging me and supporting me. I really do appreciate it. Tara, it is coming up in March. Inda, what is the name of this mountain, Katie? I want to put it as the title. Oh yes, let me just pop that in the chats, because I can't speak French and I'm going to butcher it, so I'm just gonna write it out for you. Here we go. So when I did the poll on Instagram, it was really close between the landscape coastal image and this mountain one. So it was 55% versus 45%. So it's really tight, but the mountains won. So here we go. Try it. What do you mean, Chris? Okay, no doubt he's going to call me in a minute when I finish. But thank you so much for hanging out, everyone. If you're watching on replay, thank you for watching. You can also tag me when you've created as well. I really love seeing all your work. Seems to be fun to have a bigger brother. Yes, exactly. he definitely does. Try saying it. I need to practice my French because we're going on the French retreat in June. But I'm not going to do that so publicly. Monica, you got my Sketchbook Joy book. Very helpful for a beginner like me. Oh, I'm really glad. Thank you, Monica. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, everyone. Okay, I'm going to sign off because I can just chat for England. So thank you for hanging out. Thank you for helping me reach these massive milestones. And I will speak to you all really soon. See you later, everyone. Oh, I will say I am going to do Sketchbook Joy Challenge. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm going to do a 7-day art challenge coming soon. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow on my weekly YouTube video. And yeah, I definitely need to stop chatting. Thanks, everybody. See you all soon. Bye.